cast becomes 1.
Without a shield, it's 5. With a shield, it's 4. So all of that occurred during this whole round. All of those interactions. Initiative for the next round. One person roll 1d6.
Do we want to kind of go around with rolling?
Your turn now.
2?
Tied.
Yeah.
Let's find out about you guys. Slicing a baboon. Aha.
15?
Roll your damage. D6 plus 1.
4.
Another 5. Okay. So.
Okay. What am I rolling against?
Oh.
What was the armor?
Another one goes down.
Wow, you're
Yeah.
really effective. You don't need
Yeah.
me at all. But anyway, I'm going to try. What armor class do I have?
7.
13 or above.
Nope.
Oh, for the name.
Mhm.
What's the god's name?
You would say, well, if you're cursing, and you're a
Yes.
member of the Temple of Dissolution,
Yes.
you could either blaspheme and say, oh, dissolution, or you could like curse by the devil church, the bad, the law church, and say ordination. No, ordination, order. I hate that stuff.
Good. I
The
know.
devil, right?
I'll know for the next time.
Okay. So, Milo, would you like to suddenly recognize that that Hork, in indeed his nightshirt, and covered with blood,
1.
right? He's been bitten horribly,
Yeah.
and there's a dying, eviscerated baboon lying there, and at least 3 others jumping around like baboons, and horrible noises filling the air. And there's this other person next to him also fighting. You have stepped,
Also bleeding.
and they are, and these creatures whose eyes are glowing red. You're here, okay? You just stepped out of this door. Milo, can you look? You just stepped out of this door. It's nighttime.
Yeah.
This tree here, which is beautiful, God, that's a beautiful tree. I mean, it's so like green and perfect that it's almost like you can see the colors even at night. I mean, that's a nice tree. But right here in front of you, there are 2 guys, including Hork, fighting several baboons. And there seems to be more violence going on out there. Are you going to join in on this fight?
Yeah.
Okay. Roll a d20. And you are trying to hit armor class 7.
Oh.
Automatic hit.
Yeah.
So, go ahead and check your are you using the sword or the spear?
The sword.
Okay.
Just a D8.
Mm.
Okay. So there is so anyway you are suddenly joined by this other person, the 2 of you, and you recognize this person. This is a fellow half-orc warrior of the faith who wasn't in that shed the last time you were there.
It was recently. He just came out of there.
So exactly. Okay. So go ahead.
Yeah. Nope.
And
No.
okay.
Ouch. They are rather effective.
Baboons hard. You know.
Okay. 1 to Hazel. Lucky, as usual. Man.
At one point, of the like six hits they were done, 4 of them have been force.
Yeah.
That
That's
is
right.
not normal.
No, it's not. Remember, you guys have minutes to work through. We had a pretty big round just then, But it's just going to be a statistical grind until you start thinking a little more tactically. Because you can do lots of things. If one person grabs an opponent, it's much easier for someone else to hit them, for example. Maneuvering, maneuvering makes a big difference. If you, for example, wanted to use the tree as defense, you would be able to maneuver your way around and get some better protection. If you guys wanted to make some sort of battle formation of some kind, that will give some bonuses. There's lots of ways for you guys to improve your chances if you don't just stand there and roll back and forth, right? So the game is actually fairly generous. I am able to give out situational bonuses anytime I want. So as far as I'm concerned, that means if you describe anything that increases effectiveness, that's what it's for.
I have a question to understand that, but if we both roll in initiative the same number, there is no time to maneuver.
That's not quite right.
Or
There is still a minute. The point is merely that everybody is going to be able to get in an effective attack. That's all it means.
so
In other words, you came together quickly enough that you can't kill someone before they have a chance to attack.
okay.
I will say yes, on simultaneous initiative, I might say you're right. There's a little less room for, maneuvering. But if you have initiative on the other side in particular, then that means you can set yourselves up.
And if I haven't, I can still look for cover.
Right, you can still do things like get out of there and stuff like that. For example, the three of you are right. The three of you are perfectly capable of changing position. We have a whole minute to play with here, not just a few seconds. So just letting everybody know that we don't have to just dice it back and forth.
And they are all three close to me at the tree.
Right. Effectively, your back is to the tree, and effectively, their back is to the building.
Okay, now I have a better picture of what's going on. So, initiative again?
Yes, and I also have an important thought. Okay.
Do you want to roll the d6 this time?
For
Initiative.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so they are able to maneuver to prevent you from basically the ones on you guys. They right on the actually, you know what? I think it's pretty straightforward. There will be 3 baboons jumping on the 3 of you. You have fought against a couple of them here.
Yep.
The rest of the baboons are going to scatter.
Okay.
They're going elsewhere. They have something else they need to do.
Yep.
So you don't know where they're going. It's too dark and chaotic to really get an idea, but they're leaving this portion of the battle. So so that is the circumstance, because I have things for them to do. They have better things to do than just chew on you guys. And so that is what, but that leaves you open a little bit. Which gives you a flank attack on them. But they do get their attacks first. Yeah, that baboon trips. Doesn't quite get off they all jump on all 3 of you, and that one's jump doesn't really come off as well.
Oh, for me?
No.
Milo.
20. Yeah, but that's the damage.
The damage is 3. So you will take 3 hit points.
Yeah.
Fine, nothing for you. I'm going to say that you are actually overbalanced by this baboon hitting that well, and that hard is going to, its jump, basically, you are staggering backwards under its weight. So it's smaller than a person, but it is still a hefty animal, and it had a lot of momentum. So you are basically, you don't lose your attack or anything. I'm just kind of giving you guys the circumstances, and they have jumped quicker than you would be able to maneuver around. You, on the other hand, find yourself
Hello?
everybody can attack. So no.
Actually, can I maneuver myself into a better position?
Given where you are, you actually have a
Probably
rear
not.
attack. You have a +4.
I have a +4. That's nice. Can't get better. So 16 plus 4 makes 20.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
2.
The biggest one stayed behind. You're welcome. Okay, Milo, go ahead and get an attack.
D20?
Yeah.
So this is very desperate. It's like breathing in your face, and sitting on you.
Again.
Again, roll higher this time.
D8.
Yeah.
I happen to have the same weapon. It's really desperate.
This one is the meanest baboon. I've decided this one here, with these few tick marks on it, that's the meanest of them. I have decided this baboon has a personality. Even if it is a devil-possessed spirit baboon, but I mean, okay.
Do I have time to run up and...
Do you want to?
Sure, why not?
You do.
Yeah. Otherwise I just followed our baboons.
Or you could go into that scary temple yourself.
I could, but did I see where the baboons ran off to? Did they run into the temple?
No, they did not. They ran off.
Okay, then I'll approach the...
Oh, you are?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, excellent. So you're like, have a good time,
Yeah,
guys.
yeah.
And-
I have things to do.
That's right. You're not on the team this time, right?
No, not
so.
yet, at least.
And so, yes, you will proceed into this building here, and into this ruined and rubble-filled space. You might as well just go up through this rubble-filled space instead of through the doors or anything like that. And proceed through there. It's pretty dark, but you have infravision. And so you go in, and you can see that there is, in fact, some kind of hole in the floor that is covered by a grating.
Okay.
Right. So that is there.
Is it the purpose-filled? Is it like a real grate, or has somebody just put sticks?
Oh, I see what you mean. No, somebody really, really, really wanted whatever is down there not to come up.
Okay.
In fact, yeah, it looks like it's not part of the original
No,
structure.
right.
Somebody put that there. Okay, so that's about as far as you're going to get. Well, a whole minute. Remind me before the round is done.
Okay.
Because you'll actually be able to look at it if you want to.
If I have time over, I might just cast the cure life wounds myself.
You can do.
Yeah.
Go ahead and we'll keep the sequence.
Yeah.
Spell casting comes after all the fighting. Yes.
The 3 baboons, one is towards me, one is on him, and one it has tripped.
Well, yeah, I mean, it's still one. Yeah, go ahead.
I started.
Actually, given the one, you'll get a +2 to hit. Sure. Yeah, on the one that stumbled.
Yeah, I do a try that one. It's a 12.
You hit because the +2 gives you a 14, and you needed a 13. Yet again, the edge case bonus.
Yeah, and then the 8. That's a 5.
That one is killed.
So now you have a dead baboon on you.
No, that was the uninjured one that jumped at him but stumbled.
I see.
And so he was able to get the bonus on that. And so good, we have had our combat, And I believe the baboons went first, right? So that's the end of that. Now we do your light wounds. Roll your D8. 2 points back. Could be worse.
Oh, could be better.
Don't get greedy. There's a lot of baboons around.
Yeah.
All right. It'll have to be initiative again.
Who wants to roll
Yeah,
for it?
I'm not really part of it now, I guess. Or should I roll?
No, go ahead.
Yeah.
Sorry, man.
Oh. So that gives us a lot of time.
Yeah, I mean, the difference, technically, the way this goes. Tied initiative, untied, right. Well, we don't really need to, we don't really need to take the difference in this case. That actually, sadly, that big spread doesn't mean very much for initiative.
But it would give
It would
me
for
time
surprise.
to help him up, for example.
Possibly, yeah. Well, don't forget, you still have a baboon who is sitting on him
Yeah.
and snarling and raging and everything. And you still have one who is uninjured.
Okay, if there's one sitting on him, can I just
This-
grab it in the back of his neck and drag it away before I try to
Quite big
hit
animals.
it?
You can do it kind of as a special effect, unless we want to go
Yes.
into these really complicated
No?
subroutines. I think that at the moment we are just basically talking about a flank attack.
Okay,
So it's a +2.
but I'd like that as a special effect.
Yes.
Although I'm not the first one to go because we take turns.
Yeah, probably.
Gonna help it. Right, yeah. There
Okay,
we go.
don't have to do anything about that.
2
+1, I guess.
+1, which
Right.
is enough. He had 7. He had 3 left.
Ah.
Your +1 actually makes the difference. I'm beginning to feel these edge case little bonuses, like doing things. The baboon who's on you, your temple brother has seized him, pulled him back, and short-sworded the life out of that baboon. So, very dramatic, actually. Which leaves the one baboon who's threatening this guy. Well, it would have been the one who jumped at you, right? So the baboon that you basically ducked under, to fight this one, is coming after you. What will you do? Oh, that's kind of cool. You ignored your foe to save this guy. You are saved, and now you can attack that one.
Do I
It's coming
wait?
after him. Yeah, because this is cool.
Um,
If you, of course, want to do that, because that would be nice.
Does charging do anything special?
I don't think so. No. First.
Yeah.
Or at least engage it. 10. Which sadly that is not quite enough. But you do get in its way so that its attack on you would be spoiled. And yes, come on with your +2.
Yeah, doesn't help.
Oh, I think a mess just occurred because you were going for the one that was on top of him. You got to it first, killed it. He changed position, and so you probably just went right past.
Yes, I can see that.
Yeah.